Greet. What a way to start. It's absolutely terrifying. A voice crack. Ooh, spooky. Greetings, Battle Brothers. It's me, Aurelia Tempris, Defender of the Golden Throne. Oh, look, ladies get voice cracks too. Oh my gosh. Let me drink some water there. Wow, I could not have predicted that was gonna happen. Ugh. Yeah, I had a low voice crack. I think it was related to... Oh, that didn't work like I wanted it to. Wait a second. Hang on. I was trying to do a thing and I broke it. 1 second, I have to fix something now. Happy Halloween, happy Halloween. Ugh. I broke something trying to make sure it was in the right spot and I broke it. I'm gonna fix it now. That's pretty, that's kind of standard though. Did it break the whole thing? Oh, great. 1 sec. I have to reload it. Perks of having a costume. Okay. Go here. Okay. Oh wait, it's still broken. What? I worked so long to fix this. Okay, that's just gonna have to do. Okay, sorry. I broke it myself. There, that'll do. I broke it. There. Now, I keep wanting to look over there, but it basically breaks the model. Hi! Yes, so yeah, sorry. It was very, very scary. The voice crack. Very scary. Maybe more for me than it was you. It's Spooky Day. Will there be Will there be a parenting? It's not on the schedule, so no. We're doing pumpkin carving. That's what it says on the screen. That's what we're gonna be doing. I have a pumpkin. Get the pumpkin. You have to test your pumpkin to make sure you know it's a good one. You have to smack it. I don't know if anyone else does this, but like that's how you know if it's a good. You have to give it a good smack. I've had this on my counter for a few days, and so when I walk by, I'll just smack the pumpkin. Yes, I will be very safe. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's been a while since I carved a pumpkin. I've painted pumpkins. But I haven't carved in a while. But I have tools. So it should be fun. So yeah, I got this pumpkin, and honestly, I think most people wouldn't choose this pumpkin because it's very, I'm proud of my pumpkin selection. I'll lead with that. Because most people would not choose a pumpkin because it has a very flat back. But I was like, oh my gosh, this pumpkin is perfect because when I do my stream, I can just lay the pumpkin down, and for the most part, it's not gonna roll. It can stay kind of firm. So I was very excited because most people would not get a pumpkin of this caliber, but it's a perfect pumpkin. So yeah, I haven't done this in a hot minute. I won't lie. I'm gonna have to stand for parts of this. Maybe it'll break the model, we'll find out. Oh, Oh, there's a special category for Halloween? Ew. Okay, okay, let's change that then. Okay. We're changing to a new category, Halloween category. Thank you, Too Bright. So, because I have like regular knives, we're gonna use this that I got from the kit. Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. I vaguely remember how I should do this, but... Oh, wait. Okay, I gotta stand. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I'll talk loud enough. Yeah, I won't carve towards myself. I feel like this is gonna get clipped later when I actually start carving towards myself, but like, fine. Okay. I should not have put lotion on my hands before this, but it's okay. There. Should have worn actual armor? Oh, you guys say that like I can't handle myself with a knife. I'm not gonna cut myself, and if I do, well, I guess I deserve it. Not have worn the lotion. Should not have put lotion on my hands. I'm like, it's a hand cam stream. We should probably put on lotion. Mistake. Oh, I didn't turn off my redeems. Hang on. Sorry, I just realized some items will not pop up because I'm not wearing using the right model. Gotta kill that. Oh. Would people even tell if you moisturized or not? Yes. Yeah. You see, my hand is a little shiny. I bet you there's some people out there that could definitely tell. Go on. Okay. So, in case any of you haven't carved a pumpkin in a hot second, the best way to carve the lid is to do it at an angle so that the top of the lid, so it looks more like a trapezoid if you're looking at it from the side. So it sits down and doesn't fall through the pumpkin. So I'm doing mine at like a very slight angle. And then there is one more thing you gotta do to make it work. Didn't you cut yourself during the cooking stream? I poked myself. Yes, technically I did. But these are like really dull. I'm sorry, I'll work on getting my hands removed, don't worry. Okay, so we are... Okay. Oh yeah. The other part. It's not a perfect circle, but that's okay. Because we want to do... this. What I learned from my parents is that you want to cut out like a wedge. So that you know where there's only one way the lid can fit on the pumpkin. Oh, I think we got it. And I will clean my desk up afterwards. I was like, I should get a tarp. And I'm like, the tarp is gonna make annoying sound. Alright, where are my gloves? I got gloves for this part. Big sis Aurelia, what? Oh, it's because I'm a sister, but I was like, I'm a big, what? I was so confused. I was like, huh? Gee. I must channel my inner world eater when tearing out the pumpkin guts. Yeah. I mean, you could still do that as a blood angel. Hang on, let me put this in front of the mic. The pumpkin. Ooh, so I can still... Oh, you can't hear it. The mic filters it out. Wait, there's a smart way to do this. And I am smart. Horrors! So, does anyone have fun plans today? I know I have some people going to Halloween parties, which sounds fun. Are you cooking the seeds? I've never cooked the pumpkin seeds. Perhaps I could, I'm not sure. I don't have a lot of time today, so probably not. I am smart. Look, I put this towel down to collect the seeds instead of putting them directly on my desk. I'm not really like... Oh, actually, okay, this is really important. Someone get me the nutritional facts for pumpkin seeds. I want to know how much protein and stuff. Probably not a lot. I want to know what the nutritional information, please and thank you. Let her cook. I have the spookiest day here. I have to go to work and make pizza on my day off. Wait, that's not spooky. Oh, wait, no. Okay, wait, I was so confused. I was like, what? Why are you getting paid? You're getting paid, at least? You're not getting paid to make pizza for your boss. A 1 ounce serving provides around 150 to 160 calories, 5 to 8 grams of protein, 14 grams. Not enough protein. More protein for the calories. Thank you for those of you who like jumped on that. Thank you. I don't do as much like snacking. So if I made a bunch of these, I don't know who would eat them. Unless I made them for tonight, but I don't even know who likes pumpkin seeds. I feel like as a child, there was like way more pumpkin guts than I'm like seeing now. It looks like this pumpkin is a very thick rind. I think that's what you call it. I think you call this the, like this part here, the rind. It's very thick, but I feel like there was always more like, Why do Americans do this? This as in carve pumpkins? Probably find it on Google. I don't know exactly, but I originally Hallows Eve was designed to like, it was supposed to scare evil spirits away from like what I vaguely remember in school. Why pumpkins specifically? I don't know. Not sure. But pumpkins are like a really good like harvest thing. Oh, over here. Camera is super helpful because I can see where there are seeds that I've missed. Because I can't feel them like I can. There. Get over here. I made a pumpkin syrup for coffee. Ooh. That sounds nice. I'm not a coffee. Oh, there goes a seed. I hope I find that later, otherwise my room is gonna smell like pumpkin. When I did my cooking stream, it smelled like food for days. And it was like pleasant at first, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm done with this food smell. I used to be turnips. Irish immigrants who originally carved frightening faces into turnips to ward off evil spirits began using pumpkins because they were larger and easier to carve. Yeah, imagine carving a turnip. That does not sound fun. I want evil spirits, like, I want to have more fun when I get rid of evil spirits. Yes, happy Halloween, happy Halloween. Carve this pumpkin. This is going faster than I thought. I honestly thought I'd be here. I'm like, oh, already 20 minutes in and I'm pulling the guts out, like, this is not good. I planned just to do this today. Because even if we did Hunter the Parenting, I feel bad for the people who don't get to, like, watch it live. I like to advertise those streams well in advance. Oh, pumpkin syrup and a chai tea. Sounds good. Yeah, I think I got all of the guts that I can. And then we get the scraper. Should have brought a dozen pumpkins to carve. That's, I mean, pumpkins aren't super expensive. Especially like for the size of a pumpkin that you can get. But man, if I got a dozen pumpkins, oh my word. Yeah, I didn't really do much talking. I don't know why. I was just like, oh, let's get into it. I don't know how to do anything slow, let's be honest. Like, my family members would agree with that. I am speed. I go quickly. I run up the stairs, I run down the stairs. Sometimes I run up the stairs like a goblin, where like it's like on all fours. I do that quite frequently. You could watch the intro to the World of Darkness video. Yes, but I know I could. But like people will still be upset that they missed it. And you know, you can't please everyone, but I try to save those bigger events so that people can watch them. Thank you, Dino Fan. Ugh. Or go way left field and check Space King. You say that like I haven't already watched Space King. Thought about it though. I've thought about it. I really have. I will hydrate in a second. I've got hands are kind of dirty at the moment. Even the newest episodes? Yes. Unless they released some without my knowledge. Yes. Do not drink the pumpkin goop. You can't tell me what to do. I bet you can do something with the pumpkin goop. Probably do some sort of like flavor extraction. I mean, isn't that what pureed pumpkin is? The goop? Don't say Space King is too spicy. Yeah, there are parts of it that are a bit spicy. You know, we did react to the, if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device, that one podcast, so it's not out of the question. It's just not something I necessarily want to be known for. Ah, pumpkin dew. Okay, that sounds kind of gross. I won't lie. I like pumpkin flavored things because, well, I don't feel like I have to say anything. I feel like you guys know who I am. And I like Mountain Dew. I don't know if you should put those two together. That does not sound very appealing. I'd try it if they made it. No, I'm just not stating the obvious, Shadow. Pumpkin, ew, no, I'm sorry, no. No, like, Mountain Dew is supposed to be fruity and citrusy, and pumpkin has a more, like, savory taste, if that makes sense. Pumpkin and lime wouldn't be a bad combo? What? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Man, why am I hungry? Dang it. Dang it, I'm hungry now. I'm smelling this pumpkin and I just should have made something to eat before I got on stream, but I was busy. Harry Potter pumpkin juice is really good. Yeah, so my family, we're huge Harry Potter fans. And my dad makes a mean pumpkin juice. It's really good. Funny enough, the pumpkin juice is like mostly like apple. We went to the Wizarding World, I think, in either one, honestly, the pumpkin juice that they had, he looked at the label on the bottle for all like the ingredients list, and honestly, a huge chunk of it is apple. The goop is there if you're gonna drink it. I don't know if I'll do that. But yeah, so he's really good at that. He makes a really good butterbeer as well. With the cream. Oh, he makes like the wonderful like foam cream at the top. Oh my gosh, it's so good. He gave me the recipe, so I know how to make it. Pretty simple. Only has a couple ingredients. But not traditional butterbeer, it's like the butterscotch one. Because I know there's a difference. We have not made that kind. I don't know if we would. I must inspect the pumpkin. Carve that thing like Night Lords carve people. I don't know if they carve them like this. Oh gosh, it's pretty bad. This is too sane. Yeah, it's a little too sane, and also like they're more like a butchering. They're not carving. If they're gonna carve anything, they're gonna like carve on the chest, like carve like terrible words and symbols and things like that. And less of like shapes, like a face. Now I have to look in here and see what areas I haven't really scraped. Look at all this goop. I'm trying to like get every section without like looking into the pumpkin, because, you know, why do I have face tracking if I'm gonna keep blocking it out with the pumpkin? You never know, maybe there's an artistic Night Lord. No, it's possible. But usually they just kind of resort to extreme butchery. Just came back, my neighbor dropped off a batch of pumpkin spice cupcakes. Man, that sounds great. Oh, that sounds good. Man, I'm hungry. Man, go heat up the pizza I have in the fridge. Should have had that before this. Y'all keep talking about food. This is cruel and unusual. Yeah, man, I feel that. And I'm like kind of tied to this pumpkin right now. I must ask a very critical question. What is your opinion on The Nightmare Before Christmas? I feel like I've talked about this before, but it was a while ago. Not a fan. First off, Tim Burton, in terms of like that particular stop animation, yeah, that style, just not my taste. I have, let's put it this way, I am not a huge fan of Halloween. Thank you, stop motion animation. I'm having a time, I'm hungry. I'm hungry and I can't think right now. So first off, I'm not a huge fan of like Halloween, personally for me, because I feel like Halloween has gotten less of like, hey, let the kids dress up and get like trick-or-treating. That still happens, but I feel like there's a lot of like, I don't like horror movies, and I feel like there's a lot of like, through these movies it like glorifies like really like, in my opinion, evil behavior. So like serial killers and like, it's just like, I don't like it. So I've never been a huge fan of Halloween, just because I feel like recently it's become more and more just like dark. Yeah, yeah, because like spooky is like, oh, spooky. Oh, thank you, Shadow. You don't need to do that. I was just gonna go heat up pizza in the fridge. So that's kind of my take on Halloween, and some of the animation for that particular movie is off-putting. I have seen the movie. I didn't like it very much. It just felt creepy. Yes, the adult took over Halloween. Parents killed Halloween, trunk and treat. Well, no, trunk or treat I actually think is a great opportunity for people to get out and do more trick-or-treating, and like, I think you can like bring communities together by doing stuff like that. I honestly don't mind trunk or treat. It's more like it gets into the more like horror aspect that I don't like. But Taco Bell, fair. Yeah, so trunk or treat is when people like will decorate. Like, instead of decorating your house, you decorate the trunk of your car and you like theme it, and you usually dress up or something, and then you give kids like Halloween candy. So it's like a mini version of regular trick-or-treating, but it's like usually a community organized event. And they're really fun. I've done a couple. One time I did a Minecraft trunk. And then one time I did a Beauty and the Beast trunk. It was pretty great. Yeah, the Beauty and the Beast trunk was awesome because it was just me. And I took all of my books. I took all of my books off my bookshelf and I like arranged them in the car, and then I got one of the like roses in the glass. It was really fun. I don't like Nightmare Before Christmas because I don't really celebrate Christmas. Yeah, but it's still more Halloween. It's less Christmas and more Halloween, in my opinion. As a European, I feel so confused when Americans talk about Halloween. Like, in what way? What's confusing? Because I'm probably a lot of people are really into like Halloween nowadays. I'm just not. Just not. Aurelia, you're from Grim Darkness of the Far Future. It's like Halloween every day. It's not the same. In like the United States, there's so many movies where they're like, there's a serial killer and he's gonna come after you and get you. And don't like that. Like, why are we, like, I don't know. Perhaps I'm being a little extreme because I also don't watch those movies, but it feels like so many of those movies come out, it's almost like you're glorifying them, and I don't like it. Never really got into it like this before. In your area, Halloween is just an excuse to dress up and drink. Kids don't trick or treat here anymore. Well, there is also like the element of like neighborhoods like age out. So for example, the neighborhood I grew up in, there used to be a ton of kids when I was growing up, but naturally the kids get older and new families aren't necessarily moving in. So there's different areas where there's like hot pockets of pigs. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak today. Of kids, where you just have to go somewhere else to give the kids candy. But those kids have kids eventually. But do those kids own the houses? No, that's their parents that own the houses. So in my parents' neighborhood, like where they live, there aren't, like, I don't own my parents' house. So I'm not in the same area as them. That's what I'm saying. Just because you grew up in an area and like you're gonna have kids doesn't mean your kids will live in that exact same place. I think a lot of people would like have the opinion that they don't want to live with their parents. At least here in the United States, it's more common. So yeah, being in the 41st millennium is very different from spooky, scary skeletons, yes. Whoa! Fairy Godmother, thank you so much for... Whoa! Thank you so much for the bits, Fairy Godmother. Holy cow, thank you! I hope you're enjoying your stream. I saw your message earlier and I was gonna get back to responding to it. Thank you! Wow, that's so generous of you. Holy cow! Wow, thank you! Got all the spooks. The spooks. You missed my voice crack earlier. That was the scariest part of the whole stream. Doing all the Halloween goodness. Yeah, I love carving pumpkins. I haven't done it in ages, so I'm really happy to. Most of the time in Europe, trick-or-treating's pre-arranged. I'd be pretty cross with parents if kids showed up my door today expecting candy. It's happened once and it was awkward. Oh. What do you mean it's like pre-arranged? Like it's like a community thing, or? That's fascinating. I've never... Usually, like, in the United States, it's like, if you have your porch light on, you have candy. Yeah, pre-arranged, it sounds like they have, like, a marriage that's going on. We pre-arranged the candy trade in advance. That's what it sounds like to me. Most horror is slop. I guess it depends. I can't speak on that exactly. Have a frightful evening, chat and roll. Well, thank you very much, Fairy Mod Mother. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your Halloween, whether it's day or night for you. I hope you have a lot of fun. We will be carving pumpkin. I think I'm almost done with scraping the insides. I don't think there's any more hanging bits. Gloves off. I have more gloves. Okay. Wipe my hands. That's the worst part of working on Halloween. I've gotta come home and not trip up my steps in the dark. Well, it just sounds like like working at night. Alright, gotta wipe the pumpkin down. We don't have porches in Europe. Oh yeah, that's right. You don't have a light at your front door? Oh, a light at your front door? How are you gonna prevent... No, that's topical. I won't get into that. The parents discuss that their kids will be trick-or-treating with the neighbors so they know what doors to knock on. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. I gotta sneeze. Oh, you don't want to lure trick-or-treaters to an empty house. Oh, got you. I was like, what? You don't have like a... Yeah, if you're not home, then you don't want your porch light on. Yeah, okay. Not the pumpkin. The pumpkin is good. Pumpkin is good, all nice and clean. I'm deciding what to do with this. If I should just throw it away. And then a lot of you guys were like, well, do pumpkin seeds, but I don't have time to do pumpkin seeds today. I'm a busy lady. No, that's fair. Okay. I gotta clean up. Nurgle is seething with how less messy this operation is. Yeah. Although he's very happy because my friend got sick yesterday. So I think he's happy about that at least. Roll them into some pumpkin cigars? What? What does this mean? I've never heard of this before. Pumpkin cigars. Ooh, is a goopy. Oh, do you guys like my costume? You guys like my costume? By the way, I promised a Sister of Battle costume, and here we are. It's much more normal than the cat costume from the other year. You made it up on the spot? Oh, I was like, is this like a thing I just never heard of before? Ooh. Maybe wear that during Bolt Gun 2. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. I'll have to see. I'll have to see. I'll see if I remember next year. Tasty. We gotta scrape the top. Sick. Or more like just cutting it off than scraping. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Yay! See, look at that. It doesn't fall in unless I pushed really hard, which we're not gonna do that. And before you guys say anything, no, I'm not putting this out. This pumpkin is being carved for stream, and that's it. I'm not gonna put this on my front porch because that would be a lovely way to get discovered. There's a lot of you guys, but there's not so many that I think you guys would find me, but you never know. You never know. I could be living near one of you at this very moment. I could be in your walls. You deny your pumpkin its purpose. I know, I do feel a little bad about it, but not much we can do. Not much we can do about that. I don't have any walls. Well, then I'm under your skin. Anyways, let us continue. I'm gonna move the pumpkin guts off to the side. You don't know that, Soko. I could be lying. I could be lying. But I'm not. That's nightmare fuel. Aw, that's mean. That's mean. That's so mean. It would probably be a case of it randomly getting shared online with a look like, oh, that the pumpkin they put out. Yeah, people would figure it out. Yeah, if anything, it was like, oh wow, I saw a Warhammer pumpkin while I was doing trick-or-treating. Look what I picked out. That's what we're carving. Yep, I'm hiding in your skin. It's more tyrannid. It's more tyrannid, I would say. Okay, I'm gonna move the goop over here. It makes such as like a satisfying sound. I'm sad you guys can't hear it because my mic filters it out. If I had my ASMR headphones, not headphones, mic. What's that? Pumpkin. Just a goop. Goop. Alright. Ew. Okay. Stay. Pumpkin. Okay, I gotta cut this. Plumpkin? Yeah, it is kind of plump too. Gonna cut this. New model? Oh, no, it's just a Halloween costume. Just an outfit for Halloween. And then that someone like that one GeoGuessr guy triangulates your location based off the shimmer of a star 0.0001 degrees off the pumpkin. Yeah, people are scary, man. Like, they're like, yep, I know where you live. And I'm like, wow. Wild. It's wild. Why Blood Angels? Because they are my favorite Legion. And Sanguinius is my favorite Primarch. Yeah, that's mainly why. Did I not bring tape? Where's my tape? Oh, it's over there. Okay, I moved it. Oh, I just stepped on a pumpkin seed. Ew. I'm in my bare feet and I just stepped right on it. It was really slimy. It's really slimy and gross. All right, I'm hydrating now. It was really gross. I'm gonna have to wash my foot after this. I was like in between my toes too, and I was like, ew. Okay. So it's gonna go here. Then we'll make some other cuts so it like conforms to the shape of the pumpkin. Sorry, my scissors are really reflective. My other pair is not at my desk. So I have to like... These pieces of tape are way too big. They're bigger than what I need, but it's fine. I've never carved a pumpkin. It's fun. Very messy. But I am keeping the mess pretty much contained since I'm gonna have to like lean this later. I'm actually gonna lean this towards me and cut these bits. That should be good. We'll test to see if this works. Maybe I should get my X-Acto. It'll probably work better. And I'm less likely to show my face. The grass needs to get cut. What? Grass needs to get cut. It's autumn. Grass should stop growing here shortly. This is I'm being a little more extra than most people would be for pumpkin carving, because I don't think they usually get into this level of like, let me make sure the paper is perfectly taped down to the pumpkin. I don't think most people do this. have to readjust it. I'm gonna cut this piece. A second, I'm locked in. Sanguinius needs to be... Stop that. Sanguinius needs to be very, very proud of my pumpkin by the end of this. We'll leave this one up, actually, and then we'll do it the opposite direction and tape them down. This way. It'd be good. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna cut these slits. Go farther this time. Do pumpkins still exist in the Grimdark universe? Maybe on like a, they'd have probably some form of a squash on an agri world. That wouldn't be unsurprising. Definitely not on Terra, but I could see other agri worlds having a squash or something similar. I think the Imperium's more likely to decorate with skulls than anything, if we're being perfectly honest. Yeah, this side is going together much better. Let's be honest, Sanguinius would be happy with anything you made. Well, thank you, that's very sweet. I just want it to look nice. Pink. One more cut. Oops, sorry, bumped the mic. I lied, another cut. I've always loved the reasoning that the sheer amount of wax the Imperium uses means there are worlds dedicated to raising bees. I mean, that's true. You can make wax other ways, but that is true. That does imply that there are a lot of bees. Now, we have the poking tool. Alright, it's time. I'm dressed up like the Big E, hiding under all the flesh and blood. Great costume. Now we just poke. Give me a B, Hive World GW. Yeah. It would be pretty cool, I won't lie. That part done. I should do it over this. I'm not in the camera? Yeah. I don't know how many like holes I should do per like I don't know like what the frequency of the holes here. I'm like, what's gonna be easier? I'm not sure. My hand's getting crampy. I did, there was one time I did a pumpkin that was, I forget what the design was, which is honestly a shame because I remember I spent so much time punching out all these holes. It made my life very easy, but it was a very complicated looking pumpkin and it was like, oh, it was painful. Generally enough holes to get the outline clear. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. It should be fine with how frequently I'm doing it. So it's just right now it's like, oh, these little holes. Although I like this tool, when I was younger, they had like it was all plastic, and so it was like really tiny and small, and like it got worn out fast. So this metal one is really, really nice. Should I post this on Twitter when I'm done? I think I'll just take a picture of the pumpkin by itself. I won't probably put it on my porch or anything because, you know, aforementioned reasons. I feel like I should post this on Twitter. Oh. You will use it once and never again. No, I plan to hold on to these. Because if I decide to do more pumpkin carvings in the future, if we think it's a fun thing to do next year, I'm gonna keep this. But usually, inevitably, people lose their kits and then they find them after they bought a new one. But I'm gonna try to keep an eye on these. Oh. My hand's cramping up. I swear I write and I do things. It's just like that, like when you're trying to apply force at the same time, it's like, ouch. Okay, wait. Maybe if I do it this, I have a better angle. my hand hurts. Oh, it stings. Don't work out my hands. I work out my other muscles, but not my hands. And now you know how I felt when I was working on that other pumpkin years ago. Yeah, but like, you don't get control when you ice pick grip it. Like, I'm not like re on the pumpkin. Like, it just... This has no control. Like, you don't... Like, you don't... Aurelia skips hand workout day. I mean, yeah, kind of. I don't actively work my hands out, let's be honest. Ow, it hurts. I'm not even being a baby back. I just like, it is a bit sore. Like, I'm not a weakling, and I'm a tough individual. Ever since I was a kid, I've been told I've been tough, which I am. I believe this 100%. But at the moment, ow. No, I don't do much finger work, no. Look at my veins. Oh. That doesn't mean much though. Like, we're taking a little break here. Like, yeah, big, thick veins on my hands. I don't have like, I don't know, do I call these girl hands? These aren't girl hands, like they're not like cute, like some VTubers have really cute, lovely doll hands, and I'm like, wow, they look so nice. And then like, I've got this vein like it's my forehead. When was the last time I picked up a brush? It's probably been a couple weeks. But doing painting is not the same. It's not the same like motor. It's the same motor skill, kind of. But this one you're like applying the force, and the force is where the problem is. I could hold this all day, and I could do this. But when you're, it's this motion, and it's the muscles here in my hand that don't get actively worked out. Yeah, we're gonna stretch and relax the fingers. And the neck. Ugh. Use the force. I'm not a Jedi. Happy Halloween, Mr. Death Guard. Maybe put like are you saying push him back this way? Are we doing hand physical therapy exercises? How do you guys feel about popping fingers? I won't do that. I know some people really don't like it, so I won't pop my fingers. Oh. Yeah. Pushing on the back of the tool? What do you mean? Oh, use my left hand? But I'm right-handed. Let's have a hard time. No, I know people really don't like, people really don't like it when, like, you pop your fingers. I have some friends that I will forget in their company, like, I actively try not to pop my fingers when I'm around them, but sometimes I forget because it'll be like absent-mindedly. I feel bad. They like look at me and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll stop. Aim with your right hand, then push on the tool with your left hand. Yeah, no, then I can't hold the pumpkin. Yeah. You found the flaw there. It's okay. My hand is rested enough, we're just gonna go a little quicker. The stabbing pain will continue until morale improves, correct? Yeah. Yeah, Blood Angel Pumpkin. I said I was gonna do Warhammer pumpkin carving. This was for a subathon redeem. And I was really excited to do this. Because I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. I don't know if chat actually wanted this, but they got it. Congratulations. You got a pumpkin carving stream, because I wanted to do it. I like the knuckle crack when you crack all your fingers. Yeah, when you can get them going. My fingers, I probably could crack some of them. I just cracked my thumb. But because of the blood flow from like doing this, I can't do it right now. Another flaw when doing this is that the tape covers part of the area I'm doing with the dot, so I have to apply a little more force in order to pop the holes, which is part of the problem. I really like these kinds of streams where there's more going on in this chatting. You're not focused on a game. Yeah. Yeah, definitely collabs are very hard for me to keep an eye on chat, or like games. Like Darktide, I cannot watch chat unless it happens to be like, it's like overlaid while I play. Like it would be like, it'd have to be overlaid across my vision in order for me to like successfully read chat and respond. But yeah, painting streams are more conducive to like actually talking to you guys. And pumpkin carving streams too. My mom hates it when I crack my knuckles. Yeah, I have friends that don't like, and I only found out recently that some of my friends, like, what was it? It was something offhand. I didn't even pop my knuckles. So I was like, man, I just hate the feeling of that. And I'm like, oh shoot, I do it around them all the time. And they never said anything. And I felt so bad. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. So now I try to not do it around them. I'm like, oh man, my bad. I mean, they didn't say anything, so there's that. But like, I was like, oh man. The amount of times I've done it around you, like, ooh, that's a lot. There. Ta-da. Pumpkin. Mm-hmm. Drinking my water. Now we're going to take the clothes off the pumpkin. Look at that. Very nice. Now we take our knife. I might do a few. There. What do you have there? A knife! No! That's basically what my mods are. They would be very concerned about me having a knife. This is the most fun version of Connect the Dots, in my opinion. Oh no, I'm cutting towards myself. It's fine. I knew one of you was gonna say it. I was so ready. I was like, it's fine. It's gonna take me forever to get this done if I don't do it like this. It's gonna be okay, guys. And if I hurt myself, you could say, I told you so, Aurelia, and I won't even... Yeah, that's understandable. So, no. I see chat moving quite a bit. Cutting towards yourself is with a sharp knife is way faster than cutting away from yourself. Yes! Facts! Facts! Yeah, I'm not too worried because this knife is like, first off, it's like very buried in the pumpkin. So I would really have to screw up in order for it to like get me. You know, I feel like I'm just asking for it at this point. And like on top of it, I'm not going super fast. Get the knife to go. There we go. I'm also not putting my fingers in front of the knife, which is like the bigger concern than actually like hurting like my torso or anything else. It's like my fingers in the way, that's a problem. Ooh, I'm off the line there. Oh well, it's fine. Oh. There's always the cleanup you have to do afterwards to make sure the shape is seen. I look at it from above. Yeah. Here's not. That is one fortified pumpkin. It's got a very thick rind. Don't worry, I'm being safe. As safe as I possibly can be. Alright. Take a sip. Yes, there is an edge to the costume. It's not a full body model. Those are expensive. Yeah, a lot of VTubers have outfits that are something like this, where it's like a floating... It's basically just like a floating outfit. This one is different. There we go, my hand cramping up again. Maybe with the new model in the future? I'll be honest, I probably won't get a Sister of Battle outfit, mainly because GW would hit me very hard. If they decided one day that they weren't cool with me, they would hit me pretty hard and say like, hey, you cannot use this. Using this as like an outfit every once in a while is fine. But as a like a thing that I would actually use on a regular basis, they would definitely not be okay with that, because they would think, they don't want people to think I am like speaking for their brand, and because I don't like actually like this isn't my design, they'd be kind of upset. Your Custodes model is still 40k inspired enough you'd not get into trouble. But this, yeah, straight up just, yes, this is straight up 40k. My current model is Custodes, well, kind of inspired. I didn't lean too much into it for this beginning, for this first model. The next one has more Warhammer elements, but it is still like the design, the whole design on its own is unique and mine. It's inspired from a bunch of different armors, from a bunch of different things, so it's not like GW can walk up and be like, that's ours, and I'll be like, no, it's not. These are where all my references are for this piece. And they'd have to be like, oh. Yeah, I'm like, you have some inspiration, but you don't own big pauldrons. Like, that's not specifically a you thing. So, yeah, probably not. I would not pay to have a separate Sister of Battle outfit. It's not worth the potential, like, trouble I'd get in with GW. But I can use this every once in a while. Be like, oh yeah, then this is just an asset that I found. But I'm not claiming to be anyone that I'm not. Yeah, they don't want me making money off of their design. Correct. Which I can't blame them. I think that's understandable. They also don't want me speaking, they don't want people to think that I'm, like, actively speaking for their company. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some cleanup on the corners for these, the wing. Legally distinct sibling of combat. Yeah, you'd have to really find a very unique look to be a sibling of combat armor design that looks similar but is obviously, like, not the same. You have to do some serious work. Almost done. Okay. There we go. Oh, that didn't turn out too bad. I still have to do some, like, fixing on the sides, but that's not too bad. The worst one here. Woo! We'll scrape it again once we're done. The wing turned out amazing. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. It turned out better than I thought it was going to. Because it has all these, like, little peaks. Let's see if I can replicate it on the other side. To be determined. Yeah, doesn't look half bad. Let me wipe it down. got the angles on those right, and I wasn't even like trying to. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna look nice. There's part of me that wants to see the floating model. Well, it's like, it's not all that exciting. Really not. You can say you're not Sister Battle because you don't have that the haircut. I mean, yeah, I could say that. You're right, I could. But that doesn't like retract from like the armor design is very unique. I don't think I could get away with it, chat. I don't think I could. Ugh, this one is not as like nice as this one. This one's like a nice curve. This one's like not look nearly as nice. Could design a legally distinct priestess of conquest. Okay, so before I was saying like, oh no, I probably won't do it because of like all the legal reasons. But realistically, guys, I like the Sisters of Battle and their lore, but like they're just not for me. So I hate to break it to you, but I'm probably, unless it was like really desired by the people, I'm probably never gonna do one. Like, I'm kind of serious. Like, I just, it's not my vibe. It's not my thing. I like the gold look much more. And I don't even know if I'd do a design competition for it. I love how much you guys want it, but I don't really want it. I would much rather do other outfits that I think are better suited to my personality than Sister of Battle. You stay. Gold is for first place anyways. Yeah! Yeah. This wing is not nearly gonna, like, look nearly as nice as this one. I could just tell. Whew. Yeah, no, I don't collect shiny models like rocks. Like, I can't justify spending, like, because this, it's like, this is expensive. It's expensive. I can't justify spending a lot of money on a model that I'll only use like a handful of times. Like, I couldn't do it. Even if I had the, like, the finances for it, like, I would probably still keep it, like, relatively, light. Like, I don't think I'd go too crazy. Like, I'd keep my model, but I wouldn't have more than, like, 3, maybe 4 outfits. And 4 outfits is, like, pushing it. Because I know what 3 outfits I would want. One of them being an armor. But, like, I'm not gonna say what the other ones are, but it's the sort of situation where I'm like, no, I don't want too many, because what's the point of spending that money if I'm only using it a couple times? Like, I might get a Halloween costume and then use it in the fall every year, because that makes sense. Like, I paid money for it, I should use like that costume. But an outfit that I wouldn't really use as often, different. One second, guys. I'm locking in. Very skinny second. Yeah, this side didn't turn out nearly as nice, but that's okay. Are you creating the Emperor of Pumpkins? I'm creating a Blood Angel pumpkin. Not quite the same, but... it's not the Emperor. But Sanguinius is pretty great. This... and we're gonna do another scrape on the inside. Dang, I knocked this out in like an hour and a half. I'm impressed with myself. Ugh. This is a fun stream, nice chill vibes. Would there be a Christmas present wrapping stream in this style? I mean, that's not out of the question. One second. I do like wrapping presents. I do enjoy it. And I have, like... you guys aren't gonna be surprised by this at all. I have very, like, specific, like, wrapping paper, like the colors that I use. So I use white and gold wrapping paper. You guys aren't gonna be surprised by that at all. You're like, yeah, that makes sense. So I like to use white and gold wrapping paper. So it would work. Okay. Actually, probably should. Some more stringies in here. Don't you scrape before you cut? Yeah, I did, but like you can see that there's still like, see this right here. Oh, okay, it was there, but like there's still some like stringies that like appear. But I'm just scraping it so there's no more stringies that appear in like the design. Because it's not a clean cut with a pumpkin. So I'm just making sure I get all or most of it. 1 second. Like, see, look at all that extra stuff that was in there. We still got some mess on the desk, but honestly, significantly less is really good. Okay. I saw some areas that I need to clean up with the knife. Usually the best way to do this is like with a candle, but you guys won't be able to see it. I have to like try it later to see where the light shines through. Oh. It's not like we're putting this on my porch anyways, so this is strictly an inside pumpkin, not going outside in any capacity. Ooh, the camera looks really weird with the way the light, it's like, it's glowing, it's glowing! That needs to get cleaned out. Okay. One last little scrape. Get all the pieces. I think Winnie's really proud of this pumpkin. Yay! That makes me happy. I think he would. You see what I mean here? See how these stringies are here? If I don't get them, they'll like get in the way of the design. And I scraped the pumpkin really good before this. Okay. You carve a lightning bolt? At the bottom you have a Blood Angel's jack-o'-lantern? What do you mean if I carve a lightning bolt? It already is! It already is a Blood Angel's. I don't know what you're talking about. One could make a joke about what I just did, but we're not gonna make that joke. I wasn't even trying to do that, and then I was like, oh. Oh. Anyways. Sorry. Wasn't going for that, and then I was like, oh. Why are you called the 40k Vtuber if there's only one of you? Warhammer 40k. Warhammer 40k. Sorry, YouTube. I hadn't looked over there in a second. I was focused. I was locked in. No, the blood drop is not a person or anything. I didn't touch it inappropriately. No. How dare you? How dare you say that? I am a professional, I'll have you know. Okay. I'm too white. Thank you, thank you. Which company is this pumpkin from, though? I mean, does it matter? Give it a good wipe down. Is that actually a pumpkin or is it like plastic? Do these guts tell you whether or not it's plastic? The guts. Carving a plastic pumpkin, I would probably need to wear like a respirator or something so I don't get like plastic in my lungs. Because I'm doing it inside. Outside, I should probably still wear one, but... Found a plastic pumpkin with guts? Yeah, I'm so trendy. I didn't want to get my hands dirty, but like, I wanted that real, authentic pumpkin carving experience. The Mattel lung. Yeah, let me move all this over here. I'll have to spray down my desk. Wasn't sure it was shavings. No, that's definitely guts. Guts. What do we think? What do we think? 1 second, I will... Let me get... I have like a fake tea light I'm gonna put in here. And we can see how it looks, how like we imagine it would look with the lights off. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. I have returned. I brought two, just in case. Yeah, look at it. Oh, my face tracking can't see me now. 1 second, let me get the face tracking to look. There, at least I will be looking in the right direction. My face tracking can't see me. Look at that, that turned out really nice. Looks like I'm holding a vigil for Sanguinius. Oh yeah, kinda does. Get a sharper light, you can project the symbol onto a wall. Yeah, but that requires me moving my camera. Maybe I'll do it later. Yes, I stare into your soul. This looks really good. I'm really happy with how this turned out. It looks really nice. This one is a little wonky here, but look at that. That is definitely a Warhammer pumpkin. You can tell. And we did it in like a little less than 2 hours. Not too bad. All things considered. Yay! I'm gonna turn my light back on. And this one, where's the other light? This one. I said light! Let there be light! Thank you. Makes me want to do a Warhammer pumpkin? Do it. Do it. It's fun. And the lid fits nicely on top. It's a shame it's not going on the porch. I can't show it off to people, but it will go on Twitter. It'll be on my porch on Twitter. Yeah, I'm very happy with how it turned out. It's very... We're gonna keep it on its side, and we'll chat for a little bit. There. Stay. Stay. The internet's porch, yeah, that's pretty much, that's the best I can do. That is the best I can do. Yeah, it turned out really good. I'm very happy with it. And I like this candle. It like has like a nice flickering thing. I don't usually use them. And so I was like, oh, I have a spare one. Drink some water. I'm dying. If at least 10 people send proof that we are making the same pumpkin as you, would you put it on your porch? Well, the thing is that, even if people did that, the pumpkin has distinct markings. And, like, location on the pumpkin is important. So probably not even, like... No, probably not. So, I would love to, because this turned out really nice. I haven't done a pumpkin in a while, and this one just looks really nice. But it looks so good. I'm very happy. Got a little pumpkin now. I was choking on water. You know. As you do. So, I saw some people that are going to Halloween parties. Is anyone passing out candy? Are you dressing up? Are you doing anything exciting? One person is working. Sorry about that. But is anyone else doing anything fun if you celebrate Halloween, or what are you doing if you're not celebrating Halloween? It's not people's cup of tea usually. Working, yeah, there's been some Halloweens I've had to work, but Halloween is not my favorite holiday, so I definitely like, I don't really care. Oh, okay. So I have a great question. So this was posed to me by someone, And the question, it's like an icebreaker question. It's like, okay, so Halloween night, you're passing out, like you have like your bucket of candy. What is the candy for you that is at like the bottom of the barrel? What is the candy that's like at the bottom of the barrel? Like, for example, some people aren't a huge fan of black licorice, like black licorice or like saltwater taffy. I'm talking candy. I'm not talking like the people who give out apple slices or like that healthy stuff. Like, I got carrots one time. Stupid. No. It is like, yeah, so candy corn. Candy corn is a common one. The candies that taste like chalk, Smarties? Yeah, candy corn is pretty weird. Well, no, I'm just saying, like, let's say you didn't have to eat the candy you like least first. You just left it in there. What is the leftover candy? What's the candy that no one's picking up, no one's eating? Like, for example, I was talking to my family about this, and they were like, oh man, but like the banana taffy, I hate that. But I love banana taffy. I love the banana Laffy Taffy. Ever since I was a kid, I love that. Wagon Wheels, Dots. The generic fruit flavored hard candy. Okay. Fisherman Friends. I've never heard of that. I've never heard that. I could probably eat a couple like candy corn, but after that I'm just like, nah, nope. Eat a couple and then I remember, I'm like, yeah, these, I can only take a couple at a time. I only take a couple. My dad was really funny. He said he specifically bought a bag of candy that didn't have Snickers in it because he would save all the Snickers for himself and not pass them out to the kids. It was really funny. I was like, yeah, that's pretty, yep, okay, I understand. Cause I bought a bag of candy and it's like all chocolate stuff because I don't want to just be snacking on the candy. So I bought a bag of all chocolate stuff, so if I end up hanging out with my parents tonight, I'll be giving my dad Snickers because the bag I got definitely has Snickers. Mint chocolate is my favorite. Oh, thank you, Kroba, for the 10 months. Yeah, some people are huge fans of mint chocolate. Snickers is superior. Yeah, a lot of people like Snickers. I have no comment on it. Like I've said before, I'm not a chocolate fan. Like I said, I can do brownies, like red velvet, chocolate cake, but candy bar is too rich for me. So I'm totally doing it out of the goodness of my heart, not wanting to risk kids having nut allergies. Oh. Yeah, he's definitely helping the kids out. He's never said that, but I might bring that up to him. Like, Dad, no, think of it this way. You're making sure like, they don't have nut allergies. This is like really important. I don't know if you can say that if you're passing out like Almond Joys or other stuff or Twix. I don't even know, like, all I know is like that the chocolate bars, aside from like Hershey's, I'm like, are there any like bars that are like pure chocolate? And I'm like, well, Snickers has like something inside. Like I don't know anything about like chocolate candy bars. It's like, they're just mystery. They've got things in it and it's not just chocolate, but I have no idea. I remember being impressed when one of the houses gave out king size candy bars. Dang, they fancy. They have white chocolate Twix. There's like a lot of interesting, is it Twix or is it, I think it's Twix, that they have like all like the strange flavors. I had someone I knew went to Japan and she came back with like, what was it? I think it was like a taro Twix or like it was a mint one. It was like mint colored. I forget what it is. It's like the light green. Matcha? Oh, it's Kit Kat. Sorry, I'm so sorry. It's the Kit Kat, Japanese Kit Kats. She brought back Kit Kats, not Twix. My bad. See, that's the thing I don't know. licorice chocolate. Oh, I don't know, that doesn't sound very good. My siblings always like were very happy with trick-or-treating because I didn't like the chocolate candies, so I pretty much like we did a trade where they got all my chocolate candy and I got a lot of their fruit candies, which was awesome. It's a great deal for all of us. Yeah, I was thinking of Kit Kats. I'm sorry. I don't know. I have blueberry cheesecake Kit Kat, taste of artificial food flavoring. Yeah, I think that got brought back and I was like, that is bizarre. The Sakura one, I've seen those too. Just so weird. Hit up a World Market if there is one near you for your weird candy. Yeah, I'm not like, oh, I must have all the weird candies. I have to try everything. It's just, I'm interested. Like, okay, we'll give it a shot. Whenever anyone in the family goes out of the country, it's always like, okay, you need to bring back some like local candy. Like that's a requirement. Like you are required to bring back candy. We would like to try it. But see, if you just get the little candy bars, you don't feel as bad about eating them. You have to make sure your pumpkin is behaving. It's a good pumpkin. It just doesn't make as much of a satisfying noise when it's not filled with the guts. Don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna keep hitting this pumpkin. It's my pumpkin. That sounded really bad. That sounded really bad. It's very spooky. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel bad for that now. I'm sorry. Sorry. That was a good call, mods. That was a good call, mods. That was very funny, but I did. That was a good call. I thought about it, I looked at it, and I was like, it's kind of funny though. That was a good call. Good call. Oh man. Sorry, yeah. My bad. Let's stop talking about me hitting the pumpkin. Let's talk about something else. We're talking about candy. Let's see. I can't think of anything now. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What? I'm trying to think. What am I? Look, here's my calendar. My daily Pusheen calendar. I haven't turned over today. Look at that. Hello, witches. Very cute. Oh, no, let's not talk about salad fingers. That creeps me out. No, we're not talking about salad fingers. Ew, no. I saw, like, a little bit. Someone, like, showed it to me a while ago, and I got creeped out. No, thank you. Oh, I don't want to think about that. No. There you go. My wholesome Pusheen calendar that I use to regulate when I have boba tea. Because Pusheen every, like, month or 2 months has like one like bit of art that has Pusheen having a boba tea, and that's when I go get boba, so I don't get it all the time. How I regulate my snacks. Have you checked how many days until your next boba? So usually at this point, last year's was like this, between October and the end of the year there's no more boba. It's like, it'll be like hot chocolate or pumpkin pies and other things, but there's usually no boba. It's like March, May, July, and September are when the boba days are. I am having boba this weekend as a little treat, because I'm meeting with people, but like it's usually only 4 instances of the boba. Yeah, it's summer. Boba is the time, like, I cannot. I was like tripping up on my words last night too. Man, summer is the time for boba. So like none in January, none in February, and then usually October, November, December, they're all like, let's see. I usually don't flip through them. But yeah, like December is all like Christmassy ones. I would get so fat if I like had every dessert or food that Pusheen made. Yeah, so there's no more. Oh, well, that looks like a regular drink cup. I'm actually not sure. Wait a second. Hang on. I don't normally flip forward, but I'm actually kind of curious, because I like to be surprised. Now, would we consider this a boba? I would say no. This looks like a drink cup. Yeah. Yeah, I would not say that's boba. That's what I thought. So, but like Pusheen has so many snacks. Like here, let me show you. This is, I save all of my, these are all the ones from previous years. This is what I take notes on. And you can just see me flipping like this. Pusheen is involved in so many foods. I would get fat if I had, so like every time Pusheen has pizza, I would have pizza. Dude, I get so fat. There's pizza, bread, apples, cake, like cake, more food, cake. Like, Pusheen is chunky, yes. If I only had the food on a calendar, then it wouldn't be enough. That is true. But if I ate whatever Pusheen was having, what are the Garfield rules? I'm very curious. Lasagna every Monday. Oh, okay, that's solid. That's good. I like that. I haven't had lasagna in a while. I don't make lasagna. Like, I don't like, if I ever have lasagna, it's usually like, you get it at a restaurant or you get it like in like the frozen lasagna section. Not gonna lie, I might lose weight if I restricted myself to Pusheen's diet on top of my own. I don't know what LUL stands for. I should really start eating healthier. I'm not a dietitian, so, you know, take it with a grain of salt. Do what is best for your body. But a lot of it is, make sure you get enough protein. A lot of more protein than carbs. And then, more protein than carbs. Make sure you are active in some way, even if it's just walking. That's really good for you. Or like walking after a meal really helps digesting. And then, oh, no, it didn't turn into emote on my screen. I don't know why. I think it's because you put 3 dots behind it. It did not turn into an emote on my side. No, it didn't look like that. Wait, let me... So, what was I saying? More protein, getting some form of activity, even if it's just walking, and then portion control. That's the hardest one for me because I like food, but I like to eat a lot of it. And I eat really fast. What you're saying is don't have 2 to 3 servings a day. Look, man, I can relate. I will make something like, this is so good. I want more of it, but I have to stop myself now. I'm trying to like be better because your stomach, when you eat a lot of food, it like, you know, it'll get bigger and then it'll like be accustomed to being larger, so it needs more and it wants more, so you have to like pull your portions back. It's actually getting better because there was like a time where it's like, oh man, I could have had this much of like this thing, and now I can have like 3/4 of that or 2/3 of that, and that satisfies me more. The steak is the exception to that because protein. I could eat so much steak. It's usually that I don't want to waste food and they sell it in 2 portion sizes. Well, you can put it, you can, leftovers. Leftovers. Just put it in a container and then you can have it later. And you save money on top of that because instead of spending like, I don't know what you're buying, but like, for example, instead of paying like $10 for 1 meal, you're spending $10 for 2 meals. Yeah. I'm unfortunately not gaining weight because I'm pretty active, but compared to my friends who train the exact same amount and have like athlete builds, I definitely eat too much. Well, at least you're not gaining weight. That's good. At least you're like maintaining, like you're not getting more. Yeah, it's a slow it's like a slow, like it's a slow thing. Doesn't always work. My weak spot is Mountain Dew for sure. I know I should not have a lot of Mountain Dew, but you know. Yeah. So that is a thing. You can't gain weight on corpse starch? Well, you can if you eat like 4,000 calories of it. Not saying you should, but you definitely will. Like any food, no matter like how healthy it is, if you eat like a huge amount of calories of that food, you will gain weight if you don't do any physical activity. Those are the main points. Those are the main points. I feel like those are pretty like standard. Just have more. Usually having more protein really helps because it's more filling than carbs are, and you don't feel as hungry as often. And protein is really good for you, especially if you're working out. So what are you what you're telling me is what? I'm curious what conclusion you've drawn. Where are my gauntlets? Well, you can't carve a pumpkin when you're wearing your gauntlets. You can't do like the delicate details. It's to eat a whole rotisserie chicken. You could do that. It is a very good source of protein. I'm not advocating you eat it in one sitting, but rotisserie chickens are really good for meal prep. That's what I say. They're really, really good for meal prep. Yeah, depending on how it's cooked. I'm gonna buy unpeeled potatoes instead of buying potato slices, cubes, etc. Making multiple batches and freeze them. Yeah, good idea. The Halloween music at times fits the whimsical rambling. Yes. Ooh, I'm not listening to the music. I just picked something and I was like, this sounds nice. Let's listen to it. And here we are. I don't even have my headphones on, so. I'm hoping the music has been at a reasonable volume throughout the stream. a little stretching. But yeah, but it's difficult. It's difficult to eat more proper. I really like pizza and other foods. I just try to be good. Code Red is great. I just hate cooking. That's fair. Cooking's not for everyone. I really enjoy it. Like, I'll go like a little insane if, like, out of necessity I have to like do a lot of like fast food, or like like, even if I got a place that, like, even if I ordered a salad from somewhere and it's not like fast food per se, I still feel terrible about it. So cooking is, I really enjoy it because I don't feel bad. How do I explain it? I don't want to say it in a way where like people like feel bad about themselves. It's just like a me thing where it's like, man, I really hate not cooking for myself. So when I do get the opportunity to do it, I'm like, ah, thank goodness. I don't feel terrible about it. Because I know at least it's cheaper, and like I know what's going into it because I'm making it. And I find cutting up vegetables and other like foods soothing. So I really enjoy that. It's like really relaxing. Even though it's like, oh man, I might be so busy. I'm like, for my mental health, I need to make dinner. Because if I don't, I'm gonna go crazy. But that's my personal preference. There's some pills that reduce your insulin response so you get fuller with less food. I always would discourage using medication when you can go with, this sounds like weird, but more natural methods. I think the last thing people should take sometimes is medication for something that you can do naturally on your own. Because yeah, that could work, and for some people maybe that's required, but I think it's better for your body overall if you work on like the self-discipline. It's hard. I'm not denying any of that. It's just, you don't need to put extra stuff in your body that you might not you don't necessarily need it. And thank you Too Bright for the 17 months of support. I just sleep a lot, go to the cafe, and watch anime for my mental health. See, it works differently for everyone. But that's, yeah, for me personally, like when I have headaches and stuff, I try to hold off taking like medication until like the last possible moment, because I don't want my body to get like dependent on it. And hello to all my Finland people. So even if technically, if you're saying that medication is natural, I would say it is better for you to take the time to regulate your hunger and your appetite levels yourself versus taking like a medication. For example, you've all heard about Ozempic. And what I would say is that like it works for a lot of people, but there's a lot of side effects we don't know about. It's only been around for a couple years. So I would advocate for taking the extra time and doing all the training versus putting something in your body that could be potentially harmful. That's what I'm saying. You're better off not being dependent on a medication and taking the time to do it yourself. And see, so Bowman, I didn't know that about Ozempic. Like, I have no intention of ever taking it because I think that's probably going to be really bad for your body. And in 20 years, when we see all the side effects, we know it's not going to be great. It's not going to be good. But yeah, but see, there are exceptions. So like you can see Emily here's got migraines and stuff where it's like, okay, certain medical treatments are the only things that can like fix this, and it's not like something you can fix yourself. So like there are exceptions to the rule, I think, when it comes to like working out and like eating healthier and like having kind of the body that you want. It just takes a lot of dedication and hard work. It is hard, trust me. Like it's not easy. I'm not saying people are lazy and that they can't do it themselves. I think everyone is completely capable. It's just difficult. I'm curious what the direct side effects are. Yeah, yeah, learning and cultivating self-discipline is far better than any medical shortcut. Yes. Yes. I wasn't expecting us to talk about this on Halloween. And you're saying that, so that insulin pill is more like taking a vitamin. I still think it applies. Like, get your vitamins where you need your supplements. So if you need more vitamin D, B, or C in your diet, like you just need that, that's different. That one is like, if you require it to regulate your insulin levels, like if it is like a medically necessary thing, do what your doctor says if it is medically necessary. You know, but I don't think you should take stuff just to take it. Medical issues are Halloween themed. They're scary. I mean, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, like, if you take this thing, I'm not like judging you, and I'm not saying like, oh man, you're terrible for doing that. Like, no, everyone has their own reasons. I'm just saying I think it is better for your body in the long run if you take the time to establish the mental and physical discipline than just taking something. It can be a great like assistance, but what happens if you stop taking it? You stop taking it, you might go back to your old habits. It's better to develop the discipline. Yeah, and definitely do your research. Like I said, I'm not a dietitian. I'm not giving you any medical advice. This is my own personal opinion and like my experiences from working out and being active. So, you know, losing weight is harder than biggies. Fight against horse. Make sure you're mentally and physically prepared beforehand. Yeah, I know someone who, so it's very frustrating because some people have certain goals in mind and they want to reach them. And so I have a friend who's like almost reached like his goal. His ultimate goal was like getting a six-pack. But he found out, and like he's done a really, really good job. Like my friends and I, we're super proud of him. He's crushed it. He's done an amazing job. But he found out basically that he would have to lose a ton. Like he wants a six-pack, and he would have like his body type is just not suited for a six-pack. And personally, my thought on this is, so he's like not happy at all because he's like, man, I can't get to my goal. It's gonna take me another year to get to the six-pack goal. And I'm like, well, here's the thing, dude, like you do not need a six-pack. Like you're strong, like you look great, man. But it's like a mental thing for him. So like he's really frustrated with himself that he can't get the six-pack, even though he's lost, I don't know how much he's lost. He's lost a lot of weight. So Bowman, for reference, he's already been working on this for at least a year and a half. So he's just like frustrated that because he had a deadline, like a time that he wanted to reach the goal by, but then he found out he was doing the wrong things to get to the six-pack. He lost a lot of weight doing it one way, but he couldn't get to the six-pack the way he was doing it, and it was gonna take like another year to 2 years on top of what he already did. And so he's not content with not having a six-pack because that was his goal, and to him it feels wrong to like change what he's doing, like to like just drop the goal because it's not attainable in the way he thought it was. So my friends and I, we've tried to talk to him and be like, no dude, like it's legit, like okay, and like how do you feel? You're a lot healthier, you're happier as a result, like it's debatable the happier part because he hasn't reached his ultimate goal, but yeah, like, yeah, getting a six-pack is really, really hard, and we're like, dude, go for it. If you think you can do it, go for that. But yeah, you gotta, like, you have to have really, really low, like, body fat, really low. Like, don't, it's also really hard, like, unless you're doing extra things, like, you know, if you're injecting yourself with stuff, but like in girls, it's even harder because women have more body fat. They require more body fat than men do. Like, that's just how, like, biology works. Like, I wish that wasn't the case. I wish I could get a six-pack. When I was doing, like, sports and I was really active all the time, I never got a six-pack. It just didn't happen. Yeah, you have to be dehydrated. It's getting a six-pack is very, 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 very hard. I wanted one, and it wasn't in the cards for me. So, yeah, so all of that said, you need to have the right mindset, and you have to be willing to recognize that if there are certain things you can't reach, the six-pack thing is a little different. I say be reasonable about your goals, first off, but if you find out there are certain things you cannot achieve, be gracious to yourself. And make sure to take rest days, because rest days are really important. I say that as a person who doesn't always believe in rest days. I don't always believe in rest days, but they're really important. Tummy looks nicer than a six-pack anyways. Are you saying that, like, as a guy, or are you saying that you like tummy on a girl? This is critical. And, like, are we talking tummy with, like, a little squish, or like skinny with, like, the little bit of, like, squish from, like, the uterus? Hope that makes sense. If you want a six-pack, just forget about carbs. Yeah, I think about carbs, and I gain weight. Rest day is hand workout day. Yeah. Yeah. I'll get the little gripper thingy, like that'll actually work my forearms too. Yeah, I'll get the hand squeezer. Probably not. I'll just do regular arm workouts. Kind of agree with Soko. To answer all your questions, yes. See, that's fair. Honestly, I understand. We had a conversation about tummies. I don't know if you were there, Soko. But, honestly, it's a completely fair take. Some guys like a little squish. I can't blame them for that. Some people like a more muscular build. Some people just like skinny. Some people like a little squish. Some people like a lot of squish. Like, that's fair. And I honestly think there's a part of it where it's like men brain, when like a woman has a little bit of squish on her, it's like, it's primal, and it's like, oh yes. Like, maybe you're not actively thinking about this, but you're like, yes, she has enough on her that like babies, that would be perfect. I think that's like just intuitively a guy thing. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yeah, healthy looking girls are good looking girls. I agree. There's nothing wrong with that. Should not be ashamed of that. It's pretty natural. Just because I like slightly chubby girls, not fat or obese, doesn't mean the girls like, yeah, no. And honestly, that's fine. You don't have to be like, I think as long as you're being reasonable, like, you don't have to like the way you look, as long as you're willing to do things to change it. But I understand it is also a huge mental game. I completely understand it. Totally get it. Some squish is huggable plus babies. Yeah, like there's just like a part of it where it's just like, yep. She got the squish, and that's like perfect. That's what I want. Like, I totally get it. That's not, obviously, I'm not into girls, but I get it. As a girl, I'm like, yeah, I totally see where you're coming from. Those were all jokes. Those were all jokes. None of those were serious. None of those were serious. Not sure what women want, but men want a little fat and women are medium. So it's kind of hard. If you look at like the internet nowadays, a lot of girls, they have their like, I want my man 6. Okay, I've heard it this way. They want the 6s, at least 6 foot, at least 6 inches, at least 6 figures, and then there's one more that I feel like I'm forgetting. Those are like the 3. Oh, and 6-pack. There you go. That's the 4th. I think that's a lot to ask for. I think that's a lot to ask for. So I wouldn't say that's completely accurate, but I don't know. A lot of people are like really picky. Jay, I don't want to know. No, there's 4. No, guys. I'm saying, in my opinion, I don't think it's very reasonable. I don't think it's reasonable. Like, oops. The messages got moved. Sorry, guys. No, guys, it's okay. They could say if they have, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good, guys. What I'm saying is, I think it's unreasonable to if you want those things, yes, but I think it's not a good expectation. I don't think it's a good expectation to like require someone to have all those things right off the bat. I personally think you're obviously not going to get someone who's perfect, but you should get into a relationship with someone where you can see, like, where you can imagine where they'll be in 5 to 10 years. And that sounds like really weird, but if you're in a relationship where you're going to marry a person, you are marrying them now, but you're also marrying their potential. And you have to be realistic about said potential. This stream is special. What? Okay. Mods, stop pointing fingers. It's fine. It's fine. They can say 0 out of 4, 0 out of 3. It's fine. It's not a big deal. As long as they're not getting into like the graphic details, we're good. What about 5'11"? You said, what about 5'11", 5 figures in a 1-pack? I have concerns about the second one, but we're not gonna get into that because we're not gonna get into that. So what I was saying is that is like the 4 6s is like an online thing. I don't think that's realistic. You need to look at someone's like potential. And don't like sugarcoat it. Don't be like, oh well, if they work really hard, they'll be like this. Like, no, you have to be honest and realistic about about where they will be in the future. And you kind of have to know a person well enough before you pull the trigger on that. Because I honestly think women say they want all those things, but I think what I imagine, this is me, so there's also this like, this is also part of it. So I'm like trying to like articulate my thoughts because I'm not trying to speak for all women, but for me, if there's someone who has like a stable job, they're loyal. So like they usually, a good sign is that they love their family. There are exceptions if like it's a toxic like home environment. Totally get it. But like they are loyal to their family. And like there's honestly a bunch of stuff. It doesn't really matter what someone looks like as long as they meet like certain like important criteria to me, and it's gonna vary on person. So it's like their body doesn't matter as much. You should still feel physical attraction to them. I think that's really important. And a lot of people like focus too much on the body. I still think you should be like attracted to them, but like that is not the only thing. I've been told muscle appeals more to straight men than it does to straight women. I would say it's, people say that because men are more likely to compliment each other, like, dude, you look awesome, man, like, what do you do for workouts, like, what is your diet, like, stuff. Men are more likely to approach and be like, oh wow, that looks like, you look great, man, versus like a girl doesn't necessarily like compliment a man like that. Yeah, important criteria can't be broken down. It is also dependent on the personality. So, but I think there are, but I will say, I will stand my ground on this. When you want to marry someone, you have to. You cannot just see who they are, like where they are right now. You need to take like the opportunity to see what their potential is, but you have to be very honest with yourself. Like, you have to. It's not, you're gonna set yourself up for a lot of disappointment if you did not, if you don't take that into serious consideration. Because I think a lot of people will just discard potential partners that would be perfectly good for them because they're like, oh, well, you don't have 6 figures right now. Like, you don't make enough money right now. But like, if you really broke it down and you got to know them and you're like, okay, I see what your plans are and you'll make 6 figures in this amount of time because of this, this, and this. And is it a good plan? If it's a plan you're like, yeah, that's not gonna work, then obviously that probably won't work. Not everyone's willing to be truthful 100%. Yeah, it's all like a matter of opinion. Like, I mean, I could get into like what the things that I prefer. I'm not gonna do that because that's like, I don't know, that feels weird. But like, there are certain things I prefer about people. Like, one thing is like, I prefer someone who is like fit or like willing to like work out, go to the gym. I'm not saying they have to go to the gym every single day or they have to be shredded, but like having an importance on like an emphasis on taking care of your body is important because your health, like, and my health, like that's really critical. And if like, I'd like us to be together as long as possible. So I would like it if you prioritized your health. So, one example of many. Why are we on this minefield? I wouldn't say this is a minefield. I wouldn't say this is a minefield. I'm not I'm not saying you have to have that JoJo build. I think in some ways it's very unrealistic. So, I have my fair share of thoughts on the subject. I'm sure everyone does, but I will, in a vague way, say that I think you're making some good points. Thank you. Thanks. I like to think I'm a little bit more like well-reasoned on this because I've thought about it a lot, and like I've gotten a lot of like my dad obviously cares like who I end up with. And so he's given me a lot of points and lots of things to consider when it comes to like partners. Like, so. One second. Okay. Sorry. So, Yeah, as any father would. So those are just things that I think I should impart on you guys, because I think my dad is, I think he's a really wise guy. So he's given me lots of really good advice, even when I didn't want to hear it at the time. So I just think it's really important, and you know what, why not? If I know something, why wouldn't I share something that I found like helpful for me? And it's not anything immoral, unethical, or illegal. Another one of his things. So it's like, yeah, why wouldn't I share this? If I think it could help other people, why not? Dads know how boys think. Yeah, there's that too. There's that too. But yeah. Wise guy, eh? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he really, my dad is a very smart dude. He's a very, very smart dude. My dad sounds pretty admirable. I love my dad. We've had moments where, you know, you have your moments, like, as you do, like, with your parents. But, like, I love my dad. He's great. I always laugh at the VTuber jokes, like, oh man, you didn't have a dad that loved you. I'm like, no, I love my dad. It's like, what is that, what is that show? It's like, I get it. You guys are all like fatherless, da 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 da. It's like, I'm not. I love my dad. That's me. That's me. Like, my dad's great. I love him. So, yeah. He's pretty great. I like him. Do we agree on everything? No. And as I get older, there's some things I'm like, I kind of wish you didn't, like, do it that way. Like, I wish you didn't say something like this, or I think you could have handled this situation better. Like, that's just part of being an adult. But my dad is very cool. You're covered in head-to-toe armor, Aurelia. You definitely don't fit that particular stereotype. Fair. I see what you're saying. But people have still said it about me. I think I just get lumped in, which is fine. It's not, it doesn't... No, I'd be lying if I said that. I will say it does bother me a tiny bit, because I don't think it's necessarily true for you to be a streamer. That means, like, you had a bad relationship with your dad. Like, some people, like, assume that's the case. I'm like, that isn't necessarily true. Like, you can still have a very healthy, good relationship with your dad. Like, some people have different reasons for streaming. So I can understand why people would make that particular assumption, but just because a good chunk of people have that one reason doesn't mean I have the same reason for streaming. Parents are also there to embarrass their kids. Yes, correct. 100%. When I have kids, I will be doing the exact same thing. Although I will say there is an element. So since I do stream, and I have been streaming for like a little bit now, one of the things like I keep in mind is is so weird because I don't have kids, but it's like I always try to behave in a manner on streams that my kids wouldn't find embarrassing. And that's kind of like a loose term, but like I don't want to say things that be like, Mom, why did you say that? That's like super weird. Other than like being like cringe on occasion, because I am cringe, I try to keep the content in a manner that if my kids saw it, they wouldn't be disappointed in me. I don't know much about Love Island, but that says all I need to know. Let the cringe flow through you. The cringe is different though. Cringe is different from being like inappropriate. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I would love to have my dad on stream at some point. I think it would be really fun. I won't lie. Yeah, the internet does not forget, and like, this will inevitably come up. This will inevitably come up at some point during my kids' life. They're gonna be like, Mom, I found this, like, this picture of this, like, anime girl on your computer. Who is this? And I'm like, oh, that's me, technically. And then, like, you go down the rabbit hole of, like, here is my YouTube channel with all of my streams, and, like, very, very different. Like, it's gonna come up at some point. There's no way you can, like, ignore it. Like, if I only did it for, like, a few months, that's different. But, like, I'm almost, like, it's a year and, like, 8 months. So, like, I just try to keep that in mind when I am streaming, that it's like, yeah, how would I feel if my kids saw this? Like, my future kids, like, what would they think of me? I'd be more worried about them finding your tweets. Well, that's easy enough to explain away. That's easy enough to explain away. It's like, yeah, well, sometimes. But, you know, I'm not saying that my way is the best way. I think it's pretty good. But I'm not saying other people have to behave in the same way I do. I don't expect that. That's kind of silly. Oh, yeah, I try to avoid that kind of situation. Really, all of these are from chat? Well, you have tiny hands like a child? Do I? I think it's because the pumpkin is big. Like, I don't have a ruler. I don't think my hands are that small. Mom, why did you make a list on hot Primarchs? Well, you see, at least it was tame about it. I think it's perception, because my hands are all the way down here, and the pumpkin is, like, about 8 inches from the tabletop to here. Only I had a banana for scale. That's sus. That's sus. Why are you saying that? But yeah, that's my opinion on being. That's another reason why I lean more towards the say-so vibes, because I know. No, I don't need to get into it. But that's another reason why I go more say-so, because I might be mortified the other way around. Not meant to be sus. Okay, I trust you. I trust you. Oh no, he was okay. I trusted him. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no. I was gonna take his word for it. It's okay. I'm sorry. I was gonna take his word for him, like, I trust you. If you're sus again, then we'll bonk you. just took him out back and just pop. The banana thing is a Reddit meme. That's why I was like, oh, it's okay. No, it's okay, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry, mods. It's fine. I was just like, oh, he's fine. And then he just got blasted. Telling him he's innocent, then executing him. You can't know. You're not allowed to know the secrets. Once again, I think you make a good point. I would actually encourage people to do the same. I think it's important. Yeah. Yeah, not to say you can't have like an incredibly weird or cringe moment, you know. I do those a lot, but thinking about who sees this is very important. And I imagine, like, there will be a point where my kids see this. Maybe not this particular stream. That would be funny. But, yeah. No! Soko! Why are you... Now my mods are being sus. What is this? Why are you guys being sus? Surf, could you please check if my shotgun barrel is clean? Oh, he popped up on the YouTube side for a second. Rico popped up on YouTube. I just looked over and I was like, oh my gosh, he's right there too. You can't play that. You can't play that card, Soko. This is not a Reddit moment where it's like, hey, I got like... I got like... What is that Reddit post? That is like, yeah, I got it stuck in a tube, but you can't like cut it to get it out. And we're not doing that. Oh my gosh, you knew what you were saying. You knew what you were saying. Yeah, this, you guys have not seen it? It's like a meme, the cylinder being stuck. You guys don't know about that? Gosh, okay. No, Jay, I'm not gonna explain it. But I think you already know what I'm saying. Yes, it is imperative the cylinder remains unharmed. Yeah. It's so funny. Because the people are making suggestions like, no, 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 it cannot get hurt. No. Drink some water. My favorite Slanesh VTuber is live. What? No, it's not me. I should be talking about someone else. No! No! That's gross. Disgusting. 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 Saying this for the third time, you'll be a great mother. Oh, well, thank you, Dynafan. Sorry if I missed it earlier today. I appreciate it. That's very, very sweet of you to say. That's very kind. I would like to think I'd be a good one, but, you know, makes me, you know, I want to be really good for my kids, so there's like there's an element where it's like, man, I really hope I would be a good mom, because like you can't, if you go into it thinking like I'm gonna be so good, I feel like that's a great recipe for disaster. Yeah. So I just hope I am. Anyways. Ugh. I would say if confidence won't be overconfident. It's kind of like a hard line. Yeah, that is the downside. Like with kids, like you don't know if you're a good parent until they're like grown up. Like, man, like I hope, like I think a lot of parents where it's like, oh, I hope I'm doing this right. And like, I totally, I kind of get it. It's like, man, it's nerve-wracking. So. Yeah, see, it's like parenting is like such a weird line. Like, be protective, but not overprotective, and like be strict, but not too strict. It's like there's a balance, and then there's a balance for every single kid. So not every single kid's gonna be the same. It's, oh gosh, it's complicated. It's so complicated, but you know, I think it's a really good calling. Like, I think it's a good calling. If you want to be a parent. Nothing wrong with it. So. No, you definitely can't prepare 100% for it. That is just, that is how it be. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let me see what we... I'm looking to see if we want to raid anyone today. Because now I'm getting hungry again. Just have extra kids in case you mess some of them up. No! No! Don't do that! The medieval king strategy. Is it that's what the Big E went with? Like, if I just have a lot of them, like, some of them will work out. Let me take a look. Okay, that would be fun. It looks like it. Okay. Looking at all of our options today, since it is like earlier in the day. I imagine there'll be more activities this evening for Halloween stuff. Yeah, for royalty, it definitely makes sense. Like your kid could die at any moment, pretty much. So, okay, so I'm hungry. I need to eat something. But thank you guys for joining me today. I'm sorry that we don't have a lot of streams this weekend. I'm meeting with dignitaries. It's part of my job. And then I'm purging heretics as well. You know, I'm just so busy. But thank you guys for at least getting to hang out with me on Halloween. I'll post this on the tweeters. He looks very nice. Very good pumpkin. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Join the Discord if you haven't, because we'll have more Warhammer stuff next week, and probably Hunter the Parenting, which is great. We are going to raid into Aura. She's a VTuber. She's the Opera GX VTuber. She's playing a game, so kind of different vibes from what we have here, but it should still be a lot of fun. So yeah, please make sure you behave in chat. No one to raid on the YouTube side. But please make sure you follow all the rules, be very respectful, and I will see you all next week. So, don't skip leg day, and I hope you all have a very be safe. If you're celebrating Halloween, don't drink and drive. Please do not do that. And just be very aware of your surroundings, okay? Please, 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 please be safe. So, do leg day, and I will see you guys next week.